Right now, former President Jimmy Carter enters hospice care. A look back at the career and legacy of the former commander-in-chief. Also, fear and frustration. Residents in Ohio still looking for answers after a train derailment left a hazardous mess in their community.
And we have mild conditions to end the weekend and to begin your new work week, but that is going to change. I'll break down what to expect about that significant winter storm.
Good morning, folks, and thank you for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. I'm Shane Hogan. Before we send things over to Greg, just want to give you a quick update on that crash on the Beltline. Things are cleared, so if you're heading towards Old Sauk Road, that crash has been cleared. Just wanted to give you an update there. Now let's take a look outside with Greg Barnhart. He's got a look at your first warm weather. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Nice warm day start. Basically, our temperatures were about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than yesterday, so you can see widespread. We have actually into the 30s. We have a series of cold fronts that are going to be coming through here. We had a warm front come through yesterday. That's why we picked up the winds overnight. But these are going to provide just a wind shift and maybe slight cool down, maybe some precipitation further north, but not too much in the way of real significant weather. You see temperatures right now ahead of it. We're mid to upper 30s, even 40s with some high clouds that have come through, but we've cleared out temporarily. Temperatures behind it really haven't cooled much, but that's what we have going on right now. So overall, not too bad. Precipitation, like I said, not much associated with that. We had a little bit of sprinkles of flurries south and then some further north up into northern Minnesota too, but otherwise not much associated with these fronts. Like I said, a wind shift. Yesterday, 30s where the snow was pretty on the ground, but further north where you don't have much snow, you got up to mid to upper 40s, so that was quite the difference once again due to the snow. If we time out the temperatures right now, we're just going to see more temperature change. Not so much today, but still getting up to 44 degrees for Madison. Cloud cover increasing, more low clouds this afternoon. La Crosse, similar story, only get up to 40 just because we're starting off too warm, but that's got a wind shift and more low clouds coming too with that front too, but that's not going to provide much else than that. If we look at big picture wise, not much going on. The further system to the northwest up there, that's for Monday. The one that we're looking for Thursday is not on the picture quite yet. We'll be breaking that down later in the broadcast, what to expect with the ice and snow that's coming to the area.
All right, Greg, thank you. Former President Jimmy Carter has entered home hospice care after a series of short hospital stays. That's according to a statement from his charity, the Carter Center. The 98-year-old is the longest living American president. Christian Benavidez is in Plains, Georgia, near the Carter home.
The statement from the Carter Center says former President Jimmy Carter has decided to spend his remaining time at home with his family and receive hospice care instead of additional medical intervention.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
Carter was elected the 39th U.S. president in 1976. High inflation in a weak economy and foreign policy challenges, most notably the taking of American hostages in Iran, contributed to his 1980 re-election loss to Ronald Reagan.
And I urge all of you to join in with me in a sincere and fruitful effort to support my successor.
After leaving the White House, Carter built homes with Habitat for Humanity, wrote more than 20 books, and established a Center for Human Rights. In 2002, Carter was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his work in the Middle East and Third World nations. In the 10th decade of his life, he was slowed by a series of health issues, including skin cancer, that spread to his kidneys and brain. After a life-saving treatment in 2015, he reflected on his life.
But I was surprisingly at ease.
Carter said his Christian faith sustained him through both happiness and disappointment.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. He taught Sunday school for decades at his Baptist church and continued to help build affordable homes at age 95.
There has been an outpouring of love for the former president online and here in Plains, Georgia, where he was born and raised and where he still lives.
Carter's grandson, who chairs the Carter Center's governing board, said he saw both of his grandparents on Friday. They are at peace, he says, and as always, their home is full of love. Christian Benavidez, CBS News, Plains, Georgia.
The Carter Center says the former president has the full support of his medical team and his family. 7:06 this morning in Chicago on Saturday morning and remembering the lives of those killed on Michigan State's campus in that deadly tragic shooting last week. The Chicago Spartans, a Chicago-based group of MSU alumni, hosted a candlelight vigil followed by a gathering where Spartan alums and friends talked with each other. Proceeds from the annual fundraising event Sparty Ball, which will take place in March, are now dedicated toward the Spartan Strong Fund. This fund will assist the university in giving support to victims of the MSU shooting and booster safety and mental health services across the campus. To some health news this morning, an FDA advisory panel says the drug naloxone that can reverse an opioid overdose should be made available over the counter. The nasal spray version of the drug Narcan is already available without a prescription in all 50 states, but making it over the counter would allow it to be sold in vending machines, supermarkets, and other locations. The FDA will make its final decision on the drug in the coming weeks. New research in the journal Pediatrics finds youth suicide rates increased in the year 2020. More than 5,500 young people died by suicide. 79% were male and 50% died by a firearm. Compared to before the pandemic, more suicides occurred in 2020 among non-Hispanic, American Indian, Alaskan Native youth, and Black youth. And a new study finds a 2010 federal law that boosted nutrition standards for school meals may be helping to slow the rise in obesity among U.S. children. The study tracked 14,000 school-age kids and found a small but significant decline in body mass index. The Biden administration is facing backlash over its handling of the massive train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. FEMA officials arrived at the site Saturday, more than 2 weeks after the derailment following toxic chemical release. CBS's Michael George has the latest.
After backlash from residents and lawmakers, the CEO of rail operator Norfolk Southern visited East Palestine Saturday.
I'm here to support the community, and if you'll excuse me, that's where I'm headed right now to meet with some community members.
The company has promised to pay for the cleanup, but it faces lingering questions about safety. This after another derailment Thursday near Detroit. And just last month, Norfolk told investors its accident rate has been rising for the last 4 years.
I am frustrated.
There's anger and mistrust in this community as some residents report rashes, eye irritation, and headaches. Ted Murphy doesn't believe officials who say there's no lingering health risks.
I gotta move because I'm not safe being here. There is no way we are safe being here.
Also under scrutiny, the federal response. FEMA only arrived in Ohio today. The state's governor, Mike DeWine, says the EPA tested both the air and municipal water, and it's safe.
If you get your water from a private well, you are encouraged to use bottled water until your water is confirmed to be safe.
One local grocery says people are stocking up on bottled water.
This is worse than what everybody thought it was, and the people in town are afraid.
Now, it's believed that some of the chemicals seeped into the Ohio River about 300 miles north of Cincinnati. Public utility officials in Cincinnati say they've shut down water intake from that river, and there's no detectable levels of chemicals found. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
7:09 still ahead this morning. Some tips to help you fall back in love with your countertop appliances. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol this morning. Greg's tracking that winter storm heading our way this week. We're back after this.
All you have to do is point.
Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing.
Break up with your junk. Save $41 with the code BREAKUP41.
Chevy Silverado factory lifted trucks. With the capability of a 2-inch lift, the versatility of the available multi-flex tailgate, and the connection of a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Chevy Silverado, taking adventure to a whole new level.
Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $3,250 total cash allowance.
This is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and it's designed to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because only Tempur-Pedic uses our one-of-a-kind, incredibly adaptive Tempur material to relieve pressure points and support your body in a way no other mattress can. Molecule by molecule and millimeter by millimeter. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
at Overture Center, February 21st through 26th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
All right, team, we got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com. Come on out. I'm on it. 4imprint, for certain.
We depend on judges to keep our families safe. But Jennifer Doro has a long history of keeping criminals, even sexual predators, out of prison. As a judge, Doro lets criminals off easy so often, a fellow judge questioned her soft treatment of convicted criminals. She even gave a convicted domestic abuser 2 days to report to prison, time he used to violently assault his own family members. Jennifer Doro lets criminals off the hook, and that has no place on our Supreme Court.
All you have to do is point.
Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing.
Break up with your junk. Save $41 with the code BREAKUP41.
Actually, we got to, sorry, while we're looking at the weather there, but we have the storm here coming through. But right now, look like current conditions are okay. We have this cloud cover coming through, basically in the mid to upper 20s right now as we see temperatures here. But we have a series of weak cold fronts that are coming through overall. As you'll zoom in here, just for that reason, that's why we're going to see temperatures warm up today, but not as much as yesterday just because of the cloud cover and the front coming through. But overall, to the west, we still got another system further to the northwest. That's going to be our Monday system with snow. That's what we're looking at right now. Otherwise, we see things going on. But really, President's Day, like I said, for today, we're looking at 40-degree temperatures. Once again, more clouds this afternoon, low clouds, but otherwise we shouldn't see too much in the way. Tomorrow, maybe a few more sprinkles, cloud cover, 30 degrees. Like I said, it's a little bit cooler, but overall still a quiet day to sing. And that's what we're looking at next thing. As you look at the system right now that we're tracking further north, the one that we're seeing is way off screen yet. It's off in the Pacific, so that's still a ways away to look at right now. Tracking that storm, you can see there's the front coming through with the cloud cover, and here's your Monday system with a few flurries as it digs south. That'll come through tomorrow. Like I said, not a huge deal, but once again, more clouds, a few sprinkles. And then further west, you'll see just on the horizon, our snow starts to come in. For temperatures today, we already said we're going to get up into the 40-degree temperature range with some low clouds coming through. Clear skies tonight should allow the temperatures then to cool off into the mid-20s. And then once again tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures warm back up. A few flakes of snow come through in the afternoon, only mid to upper 30s, still fairly warm for this time of year, but definitely it will be a little bit cooler. Then attention turns to the big storm that we're watching right now. Tuesday night through Wednesday morning, snow for most locations. I think significant snow accumulation in central Wisconsin, lesser amounts in southern Wisconsin. That'll be the first wave we'll see. We may see a brief break in the precipitation Wednesday morning. Then we have more ice for southern Wisconsin, freezing rain, sleet. More heavier snow for central and northern Wisconsin for those areas. As we get towards Thursday, everything turns back to snow for most areas. That's not on the screen right now. Then we'll see temperatures then cool off. So that's what you see with your 10-day forecast. La Crosse looks like significant snow accumulation probably going to be that Wednesday night and extending into Thursday time frame. We'll also see then temperatures drop off there afterwards with maybe some more snow Friday into Saturday. Same story for Madison, but it's more ice Wednesday night, turning back to snow Thursday, and then we'll kind of taper those snow off with lesser amounts down here. So ice accumulation, snow amounts, we'll fill in more details here later today and tomorrow exactly how much, but that could all change. But travel impacts, regardless how much you get, travel impacts are going to be likely.
Yeah, this whole, keeping an eye on things throughout the week starting Tuesday night. So make sure you keep it here with us, folks, and Greg and the rest of the team will keep you updated. Thanks, Greg. Yep. Well, if that Instant Pot you were so excited about a few years ago is now collecting some dust, or maybe it's time for a new love affair with a different countertop appliance, Consumer Reports can help reignite the spark. The Instant Pot swept thousands of home cooks off of their feet and renewed our love affair with pressure cookers and crock pot meals. But perhaps the one-pot romance has fizzled and your Instant Pot is now all but forgotten.
So if it's been a while since you've used your Instant Pot, there's a chance that maybe you just got overwhelmed with these elaborate recipes.
Consumer Reports' Tanya Christian says remembering why you fell in love in the first place can help.
Instant Pots, multi-cookers are meant to make life easier and make cooking easier. So the best way to utilize them is to stick to what they do best. So think about tough cuts of meats, beans, stews, soups, and curries. Those are great in these small kitchen appliances.
CR's tests look at how well multi-cookers pressure cook pork ribs, slow cook chili, steam rice and vegetables, and how well they keep food warm. This Xaver brand multi-cooker earned top scores in all of those tests and is easy to use and clean. But maybe the spark is gone for good and it's time for something new. An air fryer toaster oven combo.
Air fryer toaster oven is exactly how it sounds. And what's nice is it combines these two small kitchen appliances that a lot of people love into one device.
The best of the bunch? This Breville. It offers many different functions, including convection, dehydration, and air frying. And its baking results, ease of use, and roominess make it worth the splurge. For less money, this Cuisinart is just so-so for baking and toasting, but it excels at reheating and is easy to use and clean, and turns out crispy fries and wings. Well, many multi-cookers also have a yogurt function, which is a great way to make your own homemade yogurt at a fraction of the cost. You can also make it without all that extra sugar that you would find in many store-bought versions. That guy sounded familiar on there. I don't know. All right, coming up this morning, a health conversation on the benefits of vitamin D, especially during these winter months.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Congratulations! It's a new sewing machine from the Electric Needle. It's more accurate than older models and has hassle-free threading. Plus, it comes with free unlimited owner's lessons. Find sewing success at the Electric Needle, Frontage Road off Seminole Highway.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose FlexBuy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 55th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 100,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family, Saturday and Sunday, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Congratulations! It's a new sewing machine from the Electric Needle. It's more accurate than older models and has hassle-free threading. Plus, it comes with free unlimited owner's lessons. Find sewing success at the Electric Needle, Frontage Road off Seminole Highway.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We should still get in the 40s today despite the low clouds moving in this afternoon just because we're starting off warmer. So still looking low to mid 40s for southern Wisconsin, more mid to upper 30s further north, but all in all, a pretty nice day. Clear skies later tonight that allow the temperatures to get back down into the 20s, may upper teens further north La Crosse, colder than what we were yesterday. Tomorrow, more clouds, maybe a flurry or sprinkle further north. Once again, mid 30s up north, more upper 30s, a little bit cooler, but still above average for this time of year. And then, of course, the bottom line, we start turning our attention after Monday and Tuesday, more to Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night for that storm. Snow up to the north, heavy snow, ice accumulation to the south. This goes all the way through Thursday, along with windy, blowing and drifting snow. And that's why we have the alert day. Travel impacts are likely. We could have significant ice and accumulation with this, so something to keep in mind of. Once we get that, we have another system maybe next Friday, Saturday for snow for both locations. So enjoy the next couple days for the quiet weather, then prep and prepare for that winter storm.
All right, Greg, thank you. In this morning's health conversation, I sat down with Dr. Rupa Shah to talk about the importance of vitamin D and how we can get more during the winter months. Vitamin D is essential to our health. It helps our bodies absorb calcium, phosphorus, which leads to healthy bones, and the vitamin can support the way our immune system functions. SSM Health family physician and wellness coach Dr. Rupa Shah joins me today to talk about getting enough vitamin D, how to know if you're not getting enough of it, and how to boost your vitamin D levels even during these Wisconsin cold winter months. Now, Dr. Shah, first off, how do we get enough vitamin D? Something that is on a lot of people's minds, especially right now in the middle of winter.
Yeah, this is the toughest time of year. So, you know, vitamin D production is really when our skin is exposed to sunlight, and that's how we can produce it. So in Wisconsin and northern latitudes, this becomes really difficult.
Right.
It's not impossible, but it becomes hard. Of course, knowing too that we can get some vitamin D from fatty fish, egg yolks, and other foods like that too, but predominantly it comes from sunlight.
Right, gotta get outside as much as possible.
Yes.
Now, what are some of the signs that you aren't getting enough vitamin D, and how do you know if you are vitamin D deficient?
So, vitamin D deficiency can mimic a lot of other illnesses, but you can have a lot of fatigue, muscle aching, that deep bone aching, even signs of depression or anxiety, hair loss. So if you're having some of those symptoms, go talk to your physician, because there is a blood test that can be done to really see where your levels fall, and it can be a really good, accurate way to know how much that you need to replace.
Right, and if you do need to replace it, what are some good ways to do that, to get more vitamin D?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, so there are certain foods, fatty fish like salmon, egg yolks, you know, you can get it through that, but you're not getting as much. So the best way really is going to be through a vitamin D supplement.
Okay.
Most people should be taking about 1,000 to 2,000 international units per day, but most people can also take about 4,000 safely per day. But again, if you get your levels checked, you can get a more accurate account of how much you really need to take from your doctor.
And can vitamin D supplements be found over the counter?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
you can get the vitamin D, the lower dose, the 1,000 to 2,000, 4,000 over the counter. If the higher doses that some people may need are prescription only.
Okay, all right, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Shah, where else can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shah.
All right, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Dr. Shah as always. Still ahead this morning, remembering former UW Chancellor Rebecca Blank.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
He has his grandfather's smile,
her mother's eyes,
my cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease?
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Shop local and save with tremendous deals on Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana appliances. We have the area's largest selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
I work hard and I want my money to work hard too. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card. Earn on my favorite soup. Got it. Earn big with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
All
right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it.
4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
After violence turned Waukesha's Christmas parade into tragedy, Judge Jennifer Doro ensured justice was served, maintaining order, protecting the rights of victims. Her grace under fire won praise nationally. Now Judge Jennifer Doro is ready to serve on the Supreme Court. Wife, mother, prosecutor. Judge Doro's life's work is keeping Wisconsin families safe. It's no surprise Judge Doro is law enforcement's choice. The tested judicial leader, Judge Jennifer Doro for Supreme Court.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, where you'll find out first with Madison's certified most accurate forecast.
Look for just a bit of a drop in temperatures for the latter part of the week.
Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the First Warn Weather team to help you plan your day.
So when you're waking up for tomorrow morning, be prepared for slick spots.
And alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, Madison's certified most accurate team, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Right now, remembering Rebecca Blank, the former UW chancellor passing away after a battle with cancer. Also, brave Wisconsinites testing the frozen waters, all for a great cause.
And we got a mild end to the weekend and a mild start to the work week, but we have a significant storm approaching. I'll break that down, what to expect.
Good morning, folks, and thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. I'm Shane Hogan. Hope your Sunday is off to a nice start. Before we get to our top stories this morning, we're going to send things over to Greg Barnhart, who's got a check on our First Warn forecast, keeping an eye on what's coming this week. Good morning, Greg.
Yeah, we got a significant storm coming this week, but the good news is we're waking up to mild conditions once again, above freezing, 10 to 15 degrees, what we were yesterday. So it's been a really nice start to it. We have a series of weak cold fronts that are going to come through that will provide maybe some cloud cover, a change in wind direction. So we won't climb the temperatures as much, but overall these won't do much other than cloud cover and a wind shift. Right now the winds ahead of it were strong last night, but they've kind of died down behind it right now. Cloud cover we had last night has actually been pushed now, but we're going to see more of that here shortly. You can see the winds right now, mid-30s to the south, a little bit cooler behind the front. You go up to the mid to upper 20s, but still for this time of year, we're well above average for all the locations across southern and central Wisconsin. As we look at radar, not much to go with precipitation with this. That's the thing, it's going to be mainly dry. Yesterday temps, snow-free areas, mid-40s, snow-covered areas, upper 30s. We're going to see similar temperatures, but I think everyone's going to probably see the 40s just because we're starting off so warm. See that wind shift right there with the front. We'll have more clouds this afternoon, low clouds, but otherwise we'll still get up to 40. Madison, same story. That wind shift comes a little bit later. More low clouds tonight, but still you're getting up to the low 40s since we're starting already in the mid to upper 30s. Big picture wise, not much going on behind. We have a system out to the northwest. That's our Monday little system that's going to provide a little bit of shower activity. Otherwise, the one that we're looking for the alert day is not quite on the map yet. We're going to see that more coming up later. I'll break down what to expect with the ice and the snow and the wind and everything that comes with it and travel impacts a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, thank you. Developing this morning from the University of Wisconsin, Rebecca Blank, who served as chancellor of the Madison campus from 2013 through last summer, has died at the age of 67. She passed away late Friday night. Blank spent 9 years at UW, but announced in 2021 she'd be leaving to take over as president at Northwestern University. She finished her time at UW last spring, but due to a cancer diagnosis, she was never able to begin as president at Northwestern. Current Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin confirming Blank's death, saying in a tweet, quote, "Our community has lost a brilliant leader. She improved so many lives as a scholar, in government, and leading our great university for 9 years." During her time at UW, Blank helped the university reach several noteworthy accomplishments, At the time of her departure, the university's 4- and 6-year graduation rates were at an all-time high. Enrollment also surged with what was at the time the largest freshman class during the fall of 2021, bringing in 8,400 students. She also helped further push diversity, equity, and inclusion across campus through the Ramey Noland campaign, an initiative which includes scholarships, faculty support, and academic programs. We sent out a push alert through the Channel 3000 mobile app when we confirmed the news of Blank's passing. You can download it for free and turn on push notifications so you never miss a breaking story. 7:31 now. We are just 2 days away from the spring election, and Friday was the last day to register early, but of course you can still do so on Election Day at the polls. Or if you're already registered, you can vote absentee in person early through today. We have an elections page up online with all of the information you need to know ahead of Tuesday's primary. Just visit channel3000.com and look for the elections page from the drop-down menu on the left side of the homepage. Back this weekend at the Alliant Energy Center, the Mad City Model Railroad Show and Sale. And you don't even have to be a model train enthusiast to find something you'd enjoy. The 55th annual show has more than 100,000 square feet of model railroads in all scales, but also toy trains, how-to clinics, and vendors selling train-related merchandise. Even some of the youngest attendees are interested in the trains.
Well, because they're fun to play with.
Some are fast, some are small, some are big, and they're really cool.
They're just really cool in general. I like them. I really like controlling them. They look cool and they're fun to drive. They make a whistling sound. Choo-choo! Hoo-hoo!
If you missed out on the show, it continues today from 9 a.m. through 4 p.m. Tickets cost $14 at the door for adults and $6 for kids. Those 5 and under get in for free. At Olbert Gardens this weekend, it's all about the foundry arts. At first, you may not think of metal casting as an art form, but by the end of this story, you'll see why the event was one of the most unique art shows in town. Our Andrew Bancher shows us the artists at work.
Got my flame retardant jacket on here at Olbert Community Gardens because today things are getting hot and we're pouring our hearts out.
At the 14th annual Pouring Your Heart Out event, dozens of iron casters showed the public their craft that dates back thousands of years.
It's always a lot of fun pouring metal with Iron Family. That's what we call ourselves.
Since iron casters can't really give tours to the open public, they brought their tour to the public.
The neatest thing about metal casting is that you have that freedom to produce something that didn't exist moments before, and you're only limited by your imagination.
They melted down old bathtubs and radiators in what's called a cupola, which turns the iron into a liquid. They transported the lava into their 3D casting trays and poured them in to dry.
The processes that we use today are dating back several thousand years in many cases, where people took molten metal produced near their campfires and took that and poured it into small cavities they etched or carved into the stone or sand.
The 3D molds they pour their lava into is uniquely Wisconsin as well.
The molding material, the sand itself, some of the best sand in the world comes right here in Wisconsin.
In fact, if Wapaka, the plant Greg worked at, were its own country, they'd be producing the 8th most iron casting in the world. Clearly, it's in his blood.
I made my very first casting in the summer of 1969.
Today, though, is especially fun because they're not making brake rotors and things of that nature. They're making art.
It's often like a family reunion when we get together and pour iron.
And yesterday's snow was no match for the temperatures well above 2,000 degrees right behind me today. In Monona, Andrew Banstrad, News 3 Now.
Very cool, something I'm not familiar with, but great to learn more. Andrew, thank you.
3, 2, 1, go!
While some of you were maybe nice and cozy in your bed Saturday morning, another group of people were out on a frozen Lake Monona doing the exact opposite, freezing their tails off. Hundreds braved the freezing cold waters to raise money for Wisconsin's Special Olympics. Now, while we couldn't convince our own Braden Ross to be one of those hundreds who jumped in, she was still there checking it all out.
Just did my first polar plunge. We made it official. that we raised money for a good cause.
On a Saturday morning, Paul Jaglinski is trading in his clipboard for a whistle.
Taylor and Sam both played for me at Assumption for where I coach girls basketball.
They and more than 800 others took the plunge into frigid Lake Monona.
3, 2, 1, go!
The polar plunge itself wasn't a real long swim, so once you get past the shock, you were set to go.
You jump in, you run out, you hop in one of the hot tubs that are donated, and then you change, and it's all over in a few minutes. And it's for a really good cause, so it is really fun.
Plunger after plunger braved the 35-degree water to raise money for the Special Olympics.
Today, we're over $200,000 we've raised, which is incredible. It's a lot of work for a great cause and a great partnership that is going to help Special Olympics athletes really, participate in some cool athletics and sports that it's for a great cause.
Paul says he's happy to sport some stripes and make the jump if it means more athletes can do what they love.
We're here to kind of do our part and to really give back to the community. Special Olympics is a terrific cause. I love the fact that they're able to compete, and we felt it was a great opportunity for us to raise some money and to hopefully help them have some screenings and help athletes go ahead and move forward with what they wanted to do.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
A great cause indeed. While still ahead this morning, an inspiring story from La Crosse showing the importance of inclusion. We're back after this.
Us. This isn't us. Is it? Uh-huh. Let's take a break from our devices for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. And let's see what we find.
Hey, bud.
US Cellular. Built for us.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same.
Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family.
In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
It's implausible.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
It's the Fantastic 4-Day sale at Denver Mattress. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. 4 days to check out the Fantastic Summit Firm for only $299.99. Or score fantastic deals on Tempur-Pedic with up to $500 off select mattress sets plus a $300 gift. Plus 6 years new interest and free shipping.
As improbable as it seems, the Fantastic 4-Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose FlexBuy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 Auto Show cash.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra from US Cellular. With nightography, it can take selfies in low light. Click.
Amazing. Can it go back in the bag?
Yeah, it can go back in the bag.
Okay.
The new Samsung Galaxy S23, free for everyone from US Cellular.
Yeah, we're starting out fairly mild right now for most areas, mid to upper 30s, as we got a cold front that's going to be coming through later today. So I don't think we'll see the temperatures jump as much as yesterday, but still, we're starting out very well. And we can see the one to the north with cloud cover. There's one to the south that had some cloud cover and some precipitation. Zooming in, really mainly dry, but like I said, we'll see more low clouds affecting in. Further west, we have another storm that's out to the Pacific Northwest. That one's going to dig south. That'll provide our cloud cover for tomorrow. But for the meantime, for today, 40s, partly sunny this morning, more clouds this afternoon, breezy conditions with those fronts overhead. Tomorrow for President's Day, more cloud cover, a little cooler, some flurries or sprinkles with that next little weak system that's going to come through the area too. Not a big deal, because then all attention we're going to turn to is that next impending winter storm. That's a Tuesday afternoon through Thursday. Snow, ice accumulation, significant ice is potential, along with significant snow. Wind, everything is going to come with this. Travel impacts likely. I'll break this down a little bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, thank you. Some area kids are working to make play possible for everyone. A few weeks ago, our four fifth graders, pitched an all abilities playground idea at a crowdfunding event. They won the money to get that project started. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen has this inspiring story from La Crosse.
Being a kid means freedom to play. Recess gives 9-year-old Finley Weber that freedom.
My favorite thing to do at recess is playing with my friends.
Finley uses a wheelchair, so his recess at State Road Elementary looks different.
3,
right now,
2, 1, go!
It's a lot of racing. Finley's mom, Emily, says their family is new to State Road Elementary.
I'm sure he'd like to be able to get on the actual equipment and be a part of that play too. He just hasn't been able to, so he adapts in other ways.
On the playground, the school district installed a swing and a ramp Finley could use, but still his options are limited.
It's not fair that other kids get to play on the playground.
4 State Road 5th graders notice those limits.
And he gets all dressed up in his winter gear, but all he can do is roll on the pavement and not play on any playground equipment. So we want to make playground equipment that he can play on.
The girls won a grant to bring accessible equipment to their school.
Lots of kids like to play with Finley, and it's not just for Finley, everyone can play on it.
As Finley's mom, Emily is grateful for their empathy.
They were able to imagine probably what his recess is like, and they wanted to change that for him and for other kids. So
she's also thankful for their friendship.
Let's go!
Getting to play with tons of kids like him and not like him has just been, it went from being something scary to me to being something so incredible to witness.
A space that could include all kids for years to come. For CBS News, I'm Emily Haugen, La Crosse, Wisconsin.
The money raised so far is helping the school buy special instruments and monkey bars that can be used by kids in wheelchairs. What a great story. Still ahead this morning, the Badgers hoping to string together a few wins as the regular season starts to wind down. And you're taking a live look this morning over downtown La Crosse. Looks beautiful now, but Greg is tracking that next winter storm when we come back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion,
even in cases of rape and the health of the mother.
Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
For the plunge you never thought they'd take. For the day you never thought would come. For all the years that have come and gone.
For all those special moments that make life worth living. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. Because around here, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after a car accident or return to the job following an injury, it's us fighting the odds and the insurance company to make sure you get the compensation you and your family deserve. No one loves a great comeback story more than Lawton Cates, which motivates us to fight for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Backyard living season is coming soon. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it.
4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain.
A former prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, she'll be a common-sense judge. She believes in abortion rights, fairness for all, and protecting public safety. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we have a quiet couple days here before then things get lost with the winter storm that's coming. Meantime, like I said, right now we kind of got these waves that are coming along from the northwest. We have two little cold fronts that are coming through today. We'll provide some cloud cover, wind shift. We have another one I mentioned that's up to the Pacific Northwest, actually into Canada. That's their Monday little system that's going to come through. Once again, not a huge deal, but then attention turns to the one that's way out to the Pacific yet and one down to the southwest. Both are going to play a factor in our weather come Tuesday night through Thursday. In the meantime, once we get through that, we're just going to see some cloud cover here as we see. There's your low clouds that will vect further into the area this afternoon behind this other cold front. Once again, not a precipitation, but you will see a wind shift. Here comes the Monday one that'll be rotating, digging south through the Dakotas. We'll see that come through Monday afternoon mainly, but some areas further west. You see a few flakes of snow, maybe some sprinkles further with this, not a lot. Once again, most areas will stay dry. Winds will pick up with this once again, so gusty winds. And then attention turns through Tuesday. You'll start seeing that front, this wave right here come across. It's going to lift north towards the area towards Tuesday night. That's the first phase of the system with the snow that'll come there. So that's what we're looking at right now. In the meantime, temperatures today, since we're starting off so warm, even with the cloud cover that's going to come overhead, we still should get up into the mid-40s this afternoon. That winds will turn around from the northwest. Tonight we'll see clouds scatter back out, so we should get back cooler conditions, more 20s, maybe upper teens further north. Once again, closer to where we should be. Tomorrow, the winds will once again turn right back around with that next little weak system. Clouds will increase. We should have a few snowflakes, maybe a shower or two up to the north coming through this afternoon. Not expecting a lot. Once again, see these temperatures will be the mid to upper 30s, so some of this could be sprinkles too. That'll pass through, and then attention turns once again towards Tuesday with that system. And right now, like I said, I already mentioned the snow coming Tuesday night. That seems for all areas. We could have significant accumulation up to the north, more minor towards southern Wisconsin. Wednesday gets real messy because we're going to have more ice southern Wisconsin. Accumulation of ice probably going to be likely. More heavier snow up to the north. Might be a break in the morning before all this happens. And then coming Thursday is when everything turns back to cold. We get on the backside of the system. So everyone will get some snow. We might transition and taper off southern Wisconsin. Accumulation once again likely, and especially the blowing and drifting as the snow will be probably lighter by that time. Thursday night, everything should start ending. The clouds will scatter out, but then temperatures could drop. We could have single digits below zero by the time we get to Friday morning for a lot of locations. In the meantime, like I said, mild conditions today, even with the cloud cover and the winds. Tomorrow, fairly good President's Day. Still above average for temperature-wise. And then for Madison, the big thing, snow Tuesday night, and then the ice Wednesday night, going back to snow Thursday. La Crosse, not as much ice, but the snow is the other story for them. Accumulation could be significant coming Wednesday night into Thursday. Everything wraps up cold Friday morning, more snow maybe Friday and Saturday.
Both areas look like they're going to be impacted.
It's a whole
by
Midwest,
this.
the whole west part of the U.S., the Midwest. Everyone's going to get hit with this system.
Okay.
It's pretty widespread.
All right, well, we will keep an eye on it. Greg, thank you. Badger women's hockey knew this weekend would test them in more ways than one, going up against the #1 team in the country, who also happen to be the reigning national champs. The same squad who is hunting the WCHA regular season title. And the Badgers clearly said a challenge accepted this weekend. Casey O'Brien opened scoring in the first period to give the Badgers a 1-0 lead. That's part of a 4-goal opening period for UW. Britta Curl and Jessie Comfer score on 2 separate power plays. Comfer actually scores twice before the first period ends. But not so fast. Buckeyes rally back. They tie this one up at 5. Take it to overtime, and that's where Kirsten Sims plays hero with a penalty shot. UW with an OT win. Senior day and the regular season finale are set for today at 2. Redemption time for the Badger men's team, looking to bounce back after a loss to Michigan State on Friday night. What better way to get things started? 4 minutes in, Liam Malmquist lights up the lamp, but Bucky just getting started. Power play opportunity halfway through the first. Carson Bantle makes it a 2-goal game. Second period, these teams are trading goals. In the end, though, it is the Badgers who get this one done. 6-2 win in their final regular season home game. Win a game, lose a game. Win a game, lose a game. It's been a while since the Badger men's basketball team has strung together back-to-back wins. You'd have to go back to the start of the year when they were riding their win streak. And the roller coaster continuing on Saturday against Rutgers. Down by a point with 5 to go, Jordan Davis flushes a triple, 3 of his team-high 14 points, good for the lead. Scarlet Knights tie it up, but Kamari McGee has an answer from the corner. Badgers back out on top there. Rutgers, though, sticking close by, trailing by 1 with a minute left. Andre Hyatt throwing that one down, and by now you probably know how this one ends. 11 seconds on the clock. Connor Esijan drives in the lane, can't sink the shot. Max Klesmet is going to try himself, can't take it to the cup, so he finds Esijan again. But Clifford Amori blocks his shot, allowing Rutgers to squeak out a 58-57 win. Another tough, heartbreaking loss for the Badgers.
You come down to the last possession, and we've been in a lot of these, and the spotlight goes on that we don't convert, but like I said, there's things we'll find as I go through the tape that put us in that position. But typically against Rutgers, as most teams in this league, it's a lower possession, rock fight, so to speak. And that's where every possession matters, no matter if it's in the last 11 seconds or the first 11 minutes.
Badgers wrap up their homestand on Wednesday against Iowa. Tip-off is set for 8 o'clock. We'll make News 3 part of your weekly routine by downloading the Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7. And when we come back, bird watching in La Crosse. We're back after this.
Hey, are we gonna fit? There we go.
At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams.
All right, open your eyes. Welcome home.
Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
This President's Day, we're throwing a 5-star celebration at Bob's Discount Furniture, making it super easy to shop my top-rated products. I've got on-trend styles, unbeatable prices, thousands of highly rated and reviewed pieces ready to ship now. So this President's Day, ditch the gimmicks and phony sales because the stars have aligned at Bob's. The reviews are in. Shop Bob's for style, value, and quality.
This ring is a commitment. After we got married, I got very sick.
He will come every day to help me walk again.
And now I'm back. This is a reminder
that love endures all.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock. Because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Shop local and save with tremendous deals on Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana appliances. We have the area's largest selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
We protect your house and your car because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Great local coffee, expert wellness advice, and live music. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it?
Monday, we'll preview an event where you can enjoy all three right here in the 608.
And it looks like it will be another active weather week. Join us Monday between 4:30 and 7.
For 20% of its victims, the fallout from concussion can last months or years.
It affects their work, their family life. It affects everything.
News 3 Now, Charlotte Deleste shares her personal battle with the invisible injury. Thursday at 10.
Finally this morning, lacrosse bird watchers joined feathered friends across the world in the Great Backyard Bird Count. Volunteers gathered at the La Crosse River Marsh to count the birds and kinds of birds that they saw. This project helps people everywhere to understand bird populations, habitats, and the effects of climate change. Organizers say that every bird counts. Friends of the La Crosse River Marsh and WISC-TV have hosted this count for the past 5 years. It's also a worldwide event and has been happening since the late 90s. The count isn't over yet either. If you'd like to help count birds, you have until the end of the day on Monday. Might have some good weather to do it today, Greg, but
Today,
that might be the last.
Tomorrow, not too bad either, but then obviously everything goes downhill quickly Tuesday afternoon for many areas. So once again, breezy, mild today, flurries tomorrow, Tuesday, then everything starts Tuesday afternoon for the snow, ice, and all that mess that goes through Thursday. So that's why we still got the alert day for all the areas for those reasons. So definitely pay attention to the forecast.
All right. Thanks for joining us this weekend. We will see you back here next weekend.